Hi, Scorpio. This is going to be your reading for the end of June, moving into July. It's good for any placement of Scorpio in your natal chart. As always, keep in mind, this is a general reading, so it's not going to resonate for everyone that watches. So take what you feel applies to you and leave what does not behind. It could be meant for someone else in your sign, and just check back next time I read for you because it is general. If you're new, welcome to Soma Chandra Tarot. Please subscribe and hit the bell so you know when I read for your sign. Link to my website for private readings and to check out Human Design is down in the description below. Right now, it's Soma Chandra Scorpio, my favorite water sign. I love you guys. Let us begin. Scorpio, this was a really interesting reading because I feel like there's definitely something interesting happening between yourself and someone else, but there's also some other things happening in your life that are really causing, I think, it's either happening for you or you're causing this for someone around you. Either you or someone in your energy at the end of the month is really shifting their perspective and their perception about a lot of things. And these things could be have to do with communal, tribal, and social structures. It could have to do with politics, religion, culture, race. All of those things could be coming into play, and the way we perceive ourselves and what we believe versus the way other people perceive themselves and what they believe. That's all going to be in focus in some way at the end of the month for you. And it could actually be impacting the way you have relationships with people. Out of the Life Coaching Oracle deck, first cards out were Soul Group, Authentic Self-Expression. Cancer just got the Authentic Self-Expression card too, so it might be a water sign thing. Natural Born Leader and Empath came out as well. So first of all, with the Empath card, it says you may be confusing other people's energy with your own. Watch out for that. I mean, Scorpios are very, very deep, and when other zodiac signs are just like skimming the surface, you're not. You're going way, way deep. You're not afraid to get in touch with heavier, deeper emotions. And you may just naturally pick up on the heavier, deeper feelings of other people, whether you want to or not. So watch out that you don't confuse other people's energy with your energy, other people's thoughts and feelings with your own. Get in touch with the way you authentically self-express, which involves the way you authentically think or feel. I'm hearing that some of you really need to work on breaking out of patterns of conditioning. We're all conditioned in some way, for better or for worse, right? So I feel like with Soul Group, Authentic Self-Expression, and Natural Born Leader, some of you, end of June, moving into July, are ready to unite with members of a soul family. You may have a chance to be a leader in a group in some way, and it will all surround being able to authentically express yourself. Be true to who you really are, and your life will change in the most amazing ways. And you have a chance to show others what that looks like right now, Scorpio. You're a fixed sign, so people come to you and rely on you and depend on you for stability, in particular emotional stability. You have a chance to impact a larger group of people, something greater than yourself at this time. Either that, or you may come into contact with a leader of some kind that helps you in a group dynamic figure out how to authentically self-express. This could play out in family, friendships, just tribes of people. It's time for you to take the lead, but watch out for feeling other people's feelings and thoughts versus your own, okay? It's time to decondition. And that's echoed even further in the Spirit of the Animal Oracle deck. Number 20, Dolphin, this and that are true. 43, Owl Spirit, you see clearly now. 41 came in the reverse, the Nightingale Spirit, which means you need the protection message. It says love is all around you, but it came in reverse. Frog is at the bottom of the deck. Clear out the clutter. Wow, make your dreams real. Spider is about support, and watch your words is also in reverse. Okay, wow. Wow, I think you guys are really starting to realize something now. First of all, this is one of the most interesting cards to me in this whole deck. I've had this deck for a long time, and this and that are true is about my truth is my truth and your truth is your truth. And the way what truth is to me is not necessarily universal. It's highly subjective, right? The truth is subjective, meaning truth is what's true and what's facts and what's real news versus fake news. That's going to be different for everybody, right? So with that compared with you see clearly now, you are the wise owl, I think, which is, other than that, this could be the energy of someone around you. Someone's really waking up to the subjectiveness of reality, okay? And you see very clearly what you want your truth to be now. With love is all around you in reverse, with clear out the clutter and the spider in reverse. Spider's about making your dreams come true, but it's also about webs that are woven for the purpose of support. Scorpio, I think that at the end of June, you're really going to see very clearly that your truth and the way you define it through facts and wisdom and knowledge and reason is not being supported and loved by those around you. Some of you will realize at the end of the month that you have maybe surrounded yourself with people that do not love you, that will not let you sing your own song. You got to sing their song. And if you don't, if you don't cling to their truth, they're not going to give you love and support. It's time to clear out that clutter. No one lives rent-free on your lily pad. And what price are you paying for clinging to someone else's truth? You're not able to make your dreams come true. And furthermore, not nice things are being said. Or you have to watch everything that you say. There could be a lot of gossip. Yeah, and oh my God, armadillo spirit is down here too in reverse. Bad boundaries. You're going to see all of that in unsupportive relationships. And you might be the one to take the lead. It says you were born to lead others. It's part of your life path. You get to take the lead in groups of people. And it's like, look, because I got to tell you guys, being an empath is not something that we should necessarily be proud of. You don't want to confuse other people's feelings with your own. If you do, you can do something constructive with that, but only when you know the difference between your feelings and other people's feelings. And I think that this is something that you want to talk about. And Scorpios are typically not afraid to talk about the weird things that everyone else is afraid to talk about. I have a saying about Scorpio. If there's an elephant in the room, y'all are going to say, I am the elephant in the room. Like, I'm not afraid to talk about this stuff. You have a chance to stick up for yourself and to see very clearly, Scorpio, that your truth is your truth, but that you've been surrounding yourself with people that are not loving you and supporting you because you stick to your truth, and that your truth just isn't going to be the same as theirs. Wow, that's really intense. I was not going to use the Osho Tarot, but they said use this to build the relationship reading off of with the tarot. And I was like, okay, this kind of, I feel like all of these oracle decks are speaking to a greater theme at the end of the month for you in succession and progression. I have new vision of awareness. Politics came out, clinging to the past and isolation, but receptivity to consciousness, and that takes courage. Okay. Someone, either you or someone that you may influence in some way, either you're going to influence a person to realize this and have a new vision, or maybe someone's influencing you in this way. There is a new vision that is bringing an awareness. It's a new vision of awareness, and it has to do with politics. Now, that could quite literally be actual politics. And I don't know about you guys, I'm almost 50 years old. I've noticed since the 80s and 90s that our political climate has changed, and we wear that shit on our name tag in life, and it's become very, very important. But it could be like office politics, politics in a family. It could have to do with religion and spirituality. It's a social construct. It's concepts, ideals, and precepts and principles that make up the politics of the way we live our lives. This is causing someone to cling to the past and live in isolation. But there is a new vision that's opening someone up to something new. Wow. You're very aware of sociological and even maybe anthropological patterns right now. And you are very receptive to a new consciousness, and it will take courage, or someone else's. That's pretty deep. That's pretty intense. Watch out for clinging to the past, because it's isolating you. And watch out for people who are just so, you yourself or others around you, being so focused on principles to their detriment. Because Principles need to change. Ideology needs to grow and change. I think someone knows this, and they are very aware that they can have a new vision. If you're going through anything like that, Scorpio, wow, kudos for your courage and your awareness, and for also seeing that in other people. I was like, that's interesting and deep. But there is an anxiety and an uncertainty about what to do moving forward, and it looks like it's between you and another person. It could be any kind of relationship in your life. Overall energy of the person coming towards you or around you right now is temperance. They could be a Sagittarius, perhaps. The way they feel about you is the Two of Wands. I like you, you like me, let's see where it goes. They see you as the Page of Cups, so maybe they want to approach, or they see you approaching them. What you need to know, or your advice, is the Tower. There you are. Massive sudden shift in reality. And the final outcome is Judgment. So both of your cards have come out. Someone is at a crossroads, but it is bringing in, yes, look, that's politics. That's the rules, religion, family, the system, what we believe, what we adhere to. The Hierophant is being part of something greater than ourselves, but only if you play by the rules. And sometimes those rules are a little anxiety fueling and antiquated. Antiquated. No longer serving a purpose. Either that or someone's just really wound up about a Taurus or family, spirituality, religion, serious commitment even. We don't know what to do. Les sigh, we're thinking about it. Okay. I'm also hearing that for a few of you, like you're suddenly realizing like a family or a community that you live in or a relationship you're in, maybe even a company you work for, like isn't aligning with what you want. But I feel like this is a relationship between you and two people. So the energy around you, or just in general, is the Temperance energy. It's calm, cool, and collected. Temperance is no sudden moves, determining the purpose of what we do before we do it moving forward. Sometimes when someone displays the Sagittarius Temperance, it is a bit aloof and calm, and you can't always read them right away. But underneath this is the Page of Pentacles, the Knight of Wands, and the Star. Okay, if this is a person around you, Scorpio, I think that they want to continue to develop things with you. I think that they're also hoping that things will get more exciting and that they'll have some kind of a breakthrough with you. If this is about a personal life path or endeavor, some of you are really being divinely guided to open up to new things that will help you break free of something and create renewal and bring hope into your life that may be very rebellious in some way and exciting. But I feel as though this is someone that really wants to come towards you. They just might not be showing it too much on the surface, but the way someone's feeling is the Two of Wands. So with the Two of Wands, this is about goals being in alignment. So if it's between you and another person, I think that you both want the same thing out of life. It's just about what direction to go next. Some of you and your partner may be thinking about moving, relocating, getting a new or different job. Your partner may need to go back to school and learn something as well. They have a lot of hope. But clarifying, this is the Queen of Swords, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Ace of Wands. Some of you will be dealing with a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius female, or that could be you. Of course, they don't have to be that sign. In particular, Aquarian energy. Now, Aquarius does want to shatter old belief systems. This could be a giver of sound advice. I think that the feminine in this scenario has been very straightforward about what her goal is and where she sees growth potential. And she doesn't feel the need to rush. She will move slow, but at the same time, she does expect progress. That's what I think the feminine wants. Now, there is this little opening up and an invitation. For some of you, it is an apology. For some of you, this is about having children or a child. This little fish just flipped out of the cup like, oh, something didn't work out here. But there is, I think that this might be like an apology or some kind of an emotional vulnerability here, because underneath it is the Five of Cups, the Tower, and the Two of Swords. Wow. Okay, there is a bit of a block, but it's only because someone's at an impasse about what they think the smart decision is moving forward. If you're dealing with an air sign, they're going to do this. They're going to intellectualize the shit out of it. Some of you have air in your chart. This is either you towards them or them towards you towards the world, one or the other. Someone is suddenly really realizing how they feel and their vulnerability. And to move forward and say something to you or you to them, it's like you're at an impasse. This may even involve leaving something behind and letting something go and blowing it all apart and starting from scratch somewhere else. It's like, I really hope that this is the right thing for me to do. Some of you are deciding whether or not you want to say something to this person. Let me cut to the chase right now. There's potential here between the two of you, and I will be doing an extended reading because it's like someone's having a massive shift in their way of thinking, their way of feeling, the way they view everything. I'm also hearing that a few of you might be thinking about like leaving a relationship or a job or something like that, and it's hard to do. The choice is yours or the choice is theirs, because with the Tower, you need to know that there is a sudden awakening and a shift, and it's very chaotic. And clarifying, this is the Eight of Cups, Strength, and the Seven of Pentacles. Okay, I do think that either you or this person definitely are ready to leave a bunch behind, which would be good. Leave behind what no longer serves you, but someone's thinking about walking away as well. But it takes them strength. They don't even know how to, it takes them strength to do this. It takes them strength to leave the past behind, you or them. A Leo could have been involved, but then also an animal or a pet as well. But then they stand there and think about it. I think someone, based on the oracle cards, this might all, again, have to do with shifts in belief systems and what's right for me versus wrong for me, the way you were raised, the way they were raised. I'm not seeing a fight here. It's like, look, do we want the same things or not? And it's going to create kind of a moment of crisis for someone, and they almost don't know what to do next. And Judgment, the divine whistleblower, is trying to wake someone up and get them to listen to an inner calling. They're at a real crossroads. You can either keep playing out the same cycles, or you can really hear an inner calling and really have a rebirth that will lead you to being receptive to a new vision about what is true for you and what's true for other people and where you are and are not receiving support. Either you're going to go through that or this person's going to go through that. So it is that moment of judgment and a realization that's difficult. And oh my God, who do I align myself with and what do I do next? Clarifying, this is the Nine of Wands, guarded, the Four of Cups, I don't know what I really want, and the Lovers. There could have been a Gemini involved. But with leaving the zodiac signs out of it, Scorpio, it's like somebody here, you or them, because things could be opposite and roles could be reversed. It's like someone is struggling to get in touch with what is really right for them. What is your perfect match? What is their perfect match? What does it mean to have the right lover, that match made in heaven, based on mutuality, commonality, harmony, love, choices? That's going to be difficult for someone to figure out at the end of the month. But I feel like because the Lovers and Temperance came out with the Star and Judgment, Spirit is trying to wake two people up that might actually be really good for each other. The person in your energy overall, I got the Star again, so Aquarian energy. The Page of Pentacles, they want to develop something here with you. They have put you up on a bit of a pedestal, or someone over here is trying to learn something new that will bring freedom and hope and renewal into their life. They're wondering what you have to say about it. They're listening for more, and they are a little anxious, but they're not going anywhere. Six of Swords are sort of milling around. They're not going anywhere. They're not really moving on. They're not going backwards. They're not going forwards. They're just sort of in the land in between here. Waiting for something to develop in their life, in your life, between the two of you. I wanted to know what this person had to say to you. Emotional intimacy. I'm afraid to truly open up to you. Being raw and authentic with my emotions is something I'm still working on. Okay, Scorpio, you need to know that about this person. They're working on emotional intimacy. You're so smart. Your intellect arouses me. You're so smart, and I really enjoy our conversations. Okay, they like talking to you. Congrats, whoever you are, you've nailed it with Scorpio on the intellectual level, but if you want to make it with a Scorpio, you got to be emotionally intimate too. But they need some time to heal. Right now, I'm in a space where I need to focus on healing and self-love. This isn't about you, it's about me. Okay, look, you need to know that this person is bringing all this in with them. So I think that they need to move slowly. They're very attracted to you intellectually, but you know what, Scorpio? You might be the first person this person's dated in a while or had an interaction like this with. They're still working on healing. They may have released themselves from like a family or a relationship or a belief system that really wasn't good for them. And you're like all new to them. This person as the Queen of Swords, it could be a man or a woman, might have been a little standoffish as well. Which is why they wanted to connect to you intellectually first. And they're like, oh my God, Scorpio might actually be right for me. But I also think that there's not a lot of fire between the two of you. Someone's waiting for passion to erupt here. What you have to say to them, or in general, is your perfection, your beauty amazes me. I'm not sure how I attracted someone like you, but I'm forever grateful. Scorpio, what? Okay, this is a self-esteem issue for you. You're like, oh my God, they're so beautiful. How on earth did I attract them? Dude, because you're you. You attracted them because you're you. They are not perfect. They are not better than you. Also, father wounds came out. My father is a big influence on my behavior as an adult. I have challenges with connecting to divine masculine energy within me or around me. Okay, so some of you are playing out a father wound. And is it true? I heard you were dating someone else. Is it true? Please tell me it isn't. Still listening is at the bottom of the deck. Okay, what's going on here? Your overall cards are the Eight of Wands, messages, the Sun, that are positive. So you're sending out positivity, or you're receiving messages that are positive. You're trying to be positive, but this is scary as shit. And there's some stuff, you might be struggling to see the positivity that's coming towards you and around you. And furthermore, you might be trying to ignore it a little bit. It's like neither one of you will let yourselves get too wound up about each other. Okay, I'm going to do an extended reading because I'm like, what's going on between the two of them? I think that this person, both of you are resisting each other a little bit. Maybe somebody just went through a shitty breakup too. Like, look, when we get the Tower and someone just walked away from the burning mess of life, they have to be strong to move forward. They're still thinking about the Tower. They're still thinking about shit that went down for them. And they may be struggling to move forward with you. And you're like, well, I don't even know what to say. Like, neither one of you know what to say. If you are in a scenario where you and another person are trying to come together and you think spirit might have tried to put the two of you together and it's requiring you to open up to new ways of thinking and feeling and doing, and you're both a little nervous, I think the extended might be for you, because that's what I'm going to focus on. If you feel like you need the extended, the link to that will be at the top of the description below. But Scorpio, I think it's important to work through the nerves and get in touch with what it is you really want. If you don't want them, you don't want them. But why are you wondering if they're dating other people? You're both still listening. They're not better than you. You need to know that this person I feel like you guys are both hoping that the other one will come in and pull each other along. You may miss a window with each other if you keep doing that. So let's look a little bit deeper at this person. Listen to your intuition and work through your fears, Scorpio. It's time to have a new vision about what you believe and you perceive. And it's time for this person to have a new vision as well. Okay, Scorpio, thanks for joining me. I'm always listening to the universe for you. Take care. I love you guys, and I'll see you next time.